Hello and welcome to a new series where we'll be talking about players to watch in the Scottish Premiership, specifically for the second half of the season. Going to try and cover some players you might not have kind of paid attention to as much through the start of the season, or some players that haven't got as much coverage. So one over the last couple of weeks is maybe getting a bit more coverage, and the player we're going to start with is Amar Fatah, who's a 21-year-old winger currently on loan at Dundee United from Twa in the City Group. The Swedish wingers really stood out for his ability on the ball, just the confidence he's got to go and drive at players, go and take them on, get to the byline, cut inside of shots at goal. If you'd have seen his goal against Livingston, you can probably tell why this video is coming. That goal's also been coming. He scored one against Aberdeen, where he nicked the ball. I think it was from Nicky Devlin. Managed to beat a player, slot the ball in the back of the net. Maybe a bit poor goalkeeping on the part of Mitov there when you look at that one. But the goal against Livingston was brilliant. Intercepts the pass, drives at the defenders. Brilliant balance. Again, the composure as well to whip the ball into the corner. Scored a really good goal at Tannadice against Rangers as well, where you can see his teammates are screaming for the pass, but the only intent he's got is getting inside and firing that ball into the corner. So we'll look at some of the data here. The pass accuracy, passes per 90 aren't overly high, but when you go into the key passes and anything after progressive passes on the wheel there, you can see how much they move closer to the edge. Obviously, the closer to the edge, the higher the percentile, the better they are in comparison to wingers in the rest of the league. And you can see Fatah performs really well in almost every single category there. He's such an exciting player to watch. So we'll move on to looking at the actual output versus expected output. You can see he performs over and above both categories there. In terms of goals and assists, he's above the league average for wingers and wide midfielders in terms of his XG and XA as well, which again, like I say, he's overperforming, but he does have that above average as well compared to players in the rest of the league, and ball carrying as well. Really good dribble numbers per 90. You can see he's actually above the dribble numbers per 90, but not above the successful dribble percentage rate, which in between 50 and 60% is actually really high. So he's still above 50%. I think it's about 52% for his completion rate. So again, it's really good, especially for a young winger. The only things I think he could improve, which is probably something you would expect from wingers, is consistency and decision making. But he does have 4 goals and 3 assists in 19 appearances, 16 from the start this season. Really exciting player, and being part of the City Group, we think that Dundee United won't be able to get him permanently. But he's a player I've really enjoyed watching so far this season. He's really grew into the role, and he's come out and said that he's going nowhere for the end of the season, so he should be at Tannadice for the rest of the season, which should be good news for Dundee United fans. But have you watched him? Let me know what you think, and let me know of any other players you think could be good for this series. Again, thanks for watching.